changed. It almost feels like we're doing the same interview over and over again, doesn't it? You've put in a really creditable performance tonight, and you've got nothing from it in terms of result.
Yeah, I think we have got something from the game. We looked uncomfortably comfortable tonight, I think. They didn't really pose as any threat. I think the one shot they had on target they scored with, which, as you say, is our look at the moment. But we've delivered 5 unbelievable crosses in the first half, and we just need somebody to get on the end of one. And I believe that if we do, or when we do get the goal, then more will follow, because we are creating chances. And as you say, we played good football tonight, and we're the better side.
First half in particular, I think you had 4 or 5 presentable chances, and I can't think of one that Crewe had.
No, well, yeah, I've just said that. It's just the defence is looking solid, and as you say, the one chance they're devastated in there, the lads. They're going to be, but I've said that's probably one of the best games we've played this season, and they can hold their head up high coming to Gresty Road and put in a performance like that. But it's hard for me to come on and say every, it seems like every week, but it's only been the last 2-3 games. We deserve more from the game, but as you know, in football and by the result, we haven't got anything.
Do you feel like you've walked under a ladder or smashed a mirror or something?
I'm happy. I'm not happy with the result, obviously, but I'm happy with the performance the lads are putting in. And as I say, when we get one goal, then more will follow. We tried to add to the squad in the window, and things just didn't quite work out. But things are lined up for next Tuesday when the loan window opens, and there'll be a different outlook. We've got a massive game on Saturday. It's my job to pick the lads up, but we've had a great discussion in there about where we think the main problems lie, and everybody's together. The lads are disappointed because of the result, but buoyant because we're performing quite well, and we're not getting what we deserve at the moment, but it will change.
You talked about a goal scorer. Would it be fair to say that's the area you're looking at strengthening, and in different circumstances might have had a centre forward up there tonight to help Danny Webber?
Well, if we have, it shows with their cross, the one cross, and there's a big lad in the middle there to head the goal, and as I say, it's probably their only clear-cut chance, but they've converted it, and we've gone out of the cup.
And obviously you weren't able to do that deal. You said you do have something lined up. Is that going to change next week? You've just kind of got to get through Saturday with the squad you've got now?
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate. I have to say then from our side, then it was done correctly. But it was just some people getting extremely busy in the middle that scuppered the deal, which I'm not happy about, as you can probably tell.
Yes, indeed. As far as what you can take from tonight, perhaps the negative, Michael Liddell, another defender, another left-sided player goes down after you've just made a third sub.
Well, that's the way it's going at the moment. The lads understand that our look will change, and it has to, because it can't carry on like it is doing. Even with 10 men, we still had a go and tried to have a go at them, and we had a chance right at the end where we put a decent cross in, and it's just unfortunate. Lids, it's a nothing. There's no one even near him, and he's twisted his ankle and done his ankle ligament. So we played out the last 20 minutes with 10 men. But the lads have, as I say, had a go, and for that, it's very commendable.
Does that present you with another short-term problem? You're likely to be without Michael Liddell for probably at least a couple of weeks.
Well, we'll have to assess his injury and see how he is when the swelling's gone down. But he's got a fair-sized swelling on his ankle there, and that indicates ligament damage. So we'll have to assess it when we can see past the swelling.
Took your captain off at half-time. Was that another precautionary one?
Yeah, that's more of a precaution. I think we had somebody in to play instead of Joycey. We were going to rest him, and the parent club rang up and said that they wanted 50% of his wages, which we couldn't cover, so he had to go back. Unfortunately, the lad was devastated, and obviously we were upset because we'd done all the team shape with him in the team, and that's just another obstacle that we've we've come over. But Josh is just feeling a little bit of a tight groin, and it was more precautionary than him getting injured and having to come off.
And just lastly, in the long term, can this help? Can this help you develop a siege mentality? It's us against the world.
Well, it's us against against everybody else, isn't it? The great set of lads in there. It's a squad that, as I've said, we'll try and add to whenever we need help, and at the moment we do need a little bit of help. But they're great lads. I love working with them. I respect all of them, and we will turn this around. And I think it's just a case of getting one, and then the gates will open. And they're disappointed in there, but they're confident that they're playing well. And I think that's, as I say, one of our best games this season.